Hello everyone, good day to all. Let us fight the COVID-19 by making our body healthier and stronger through physical activity program. I know some of you getting bored this quarantine because you are prohibited to go out and play with your friends. But there's nothing to worry about. It's time for you to bond with your family and invite them to play with you. So, what are you waiting for? Let us learn. Quarter 2, Week 2. Physical Activity Program. It is planned, repetitive, and structured activities which aims to improve or enhance the component of physical fitness. Physical activity is any movement that increases your heart rate and breathing. Being physically active improves your health and well-being. It has benefits for all ages, including reducing your risk for chronic diseases, improving your sleep, increasing your energy, and improving self-confidence and mental health. Adding more physical activity to your day provides extra health benefits. Some examples of physical activity are the following: going for a walk with your friends or with your family, bike or biking, or run, doing household chores, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, playing at the park or at your yard if you have garden in your house. Physical activity is important throughout your life, but what about physical literacy? Just as children learn language skills through reading and writing, they also need to learn movement skills through running, kicking, throwing, catching, and jumping. When children learn these movement skills, they improve their physical literacy and become more confident and comfortable with doing these movements. And when this happens, children want to play and be active for a lifetime. For your learning task, contact your subject teacher if you have some questions about the submission or kung ano yung mga dapat yung sagutan as learning task. Just contact your subject teacher. Learning Task 1. Arrange the jumbled letters and define each word with the help of your guardian or siblings. Write your answers in your answer sheet. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. And number 7. What are the benefits of physical activity? First, it improves muscular and cardiorespiratory fitness. Second, it improves bone and functional health. Third, it lessens the risk of hypertension, coronary heart disease, stroke, diabetes, various types of cancer like breast cancer and colon cancer, and depression. Number 4. It lessens the risk of falls or vertebral fractures and the fundamental to energy balance and weight control. We have terms to consider in creating physical activity program. Number 1, frequency. It pertains to how many times a week you do the physical activity. Gaano kadalas mo ba ginagawa yung activities na yon? Twice, thrice, or daily? Next, intensity. It pertains to how hard the physical activity. It describes as low, moderate, or vigorous. Gaano ba kadali or gaano kahirap yung physical activity na ginagawa mo? Next, type. It refers to the kind or what physical activity you are doing. Ano bang uri ng physical activity yung ginagawa mo? Biking, running, jogging, brisk walking, and etc. Last, time, oras. It pertains to how long the sessions last. Gaano ba katagal mo ginagawa ang physical activity na yon? 20 minutes? 30 minutes? Or isang oras? Learning task 3. Write true if the statement is correct and false if it is incorrect. Write your answer in your notebook. Number 1, physical activity program is a planned activity. Number 2, performing well-structured physical activity will enhance the physical fitness of an individual. Number 3, FIIT principle means frequency, intensity, time, and type. Number 4, frequency is referring to how difficult the physical activity. Number 5, time refers to how frequent the physical activity. Let's go to our next lesson, the nature and background of sport. Yes, you read it right. Volleyball. Pag-uusapan natin ng volleyball na na-miss nyo kasi matagal na kayong hindi nakapanood ng mga naglalaro ng volleyball or matagal na kayong hindi nakapaglaro ng volleyball or any sports katulad ng basketball, swimming, sepak takraw, badminton dahil nga sa quarantine. Mas maganda na rin kasi na nag-iingat tayo para safe tayong lahat. Let's see if you have a prior knowledge about volleyball. Choose the words that you think is related to volleyball. Okay? Check natin mamaya kung related ba yung mga napili nyo sa pag-uusapan natin ngayon? Learning Task 4. Study the pictures, identify the scrambled letters about the nature and background of volleyball sport, write your answer in your answer sheet. First and second picture. Third and fourth picture. Last picture. Okay, check natin mamaya kung tama yung mga sinagot nyo dyan. Let us discuss the sport volleyball. Nature and background of volleyball. Nature and background of Volleyball. William G. Morgan, the Director of Physical Education in Young Men's Christian Association in Holyoke, Massachusetts, USA. He created the sport volleyball on 1895. The elements of basketball, tennis, baseball, and handball are combined together to create this sport. William named it as Mintonette until a professor from Springfield College in Massachusetts noticed the varying nature of the game and proposed the volleyball as the name of the sport. The Federation Internationale de Volleyball was founded in 1947 and they govern all forms of volleyball on a global level. Let us discuss the facilities and equipment needed in volleyball. Court dimension. Below is an illustration of a court in volleyball with measurements. Number 2, the net. It is above the center line. For the women completion, it is 7 feet and 4 inches above the ground and 8 feet above for men. Next, pole. It is set 36 feet apart and 3 feet farther out from the sidelines. Next, antenna. It is attached to the net at each end. The purpose of the antenna is to give the referee and players an aid to judge of the ball if the ball is in play or out of bound. It is often red and white in color. The putters consist of a large red part followed by a large white part repeatedly. Next, ceiling height. The height of the ceiling should be 23 feet or higher. Next, ball. It is spherical ball made from leather or synthetic leather with a circumference of 25.6 to 26.4 and weight of 9.2 to 9.9. The game is played by 2 teams with 6 players each. To gain score, the player should hit the ball using the hands over the net into the opponent's court in such a manner that the opponent is unable to return the ball. The match can last for more than 1 hour to 1 hour and 30 minutes, but the clock is not a factor. The game continues until one team has won 3 games. The first 4 sets are played to 25 points, but when the match goes to a 5th set, this game is only played to 15 points. To win a set, a team should win by 2 points. The first team to win the 3 games wins the match. Rules. We have the rules to consider in playing volleyball. First, the official court measurement must be 18 meters by 19 meters. Next, to start the game, the server may serve from anywhere behind the end line, either overarm or underarm, into the opposing team's side of the court. Next, the opponent team is permitted a maximum of 3 touches before sending the ball back over the net. Next, the player is not allowed to touch twice the ball in a row, but they are allowed to hit the ball on the first and third contact. The ball must be hit, not caught. The serving team receives a point if the opponent fails to return the ball over the net, hit the ball out of bounds, or commit a violation. Next, when the team wins the point, then they go to serve. Every time a team wins the serve from the other team, the players rotate their position on the court clockwise so that everyone gets a chance to serve. Let us discuss the basic skills in playing volleyball. Underhand Service. To serve, the player holds the ball in one hand, swing the right arm, backward transfer weight to front feet, and strikes the ball from the bottom with a fist. Katulad ng nasa image. Next, Overhand Service. To serve the ball, the player should toss the ball above the head and hit it by extending the arm. Katulad ng nasa image. Next, Sidearm Service. To serve, the player should throw the right arm from the back and then swing it forward to hit the ball. The ball may be hit directly or it may toss into the air a few inches high. Hitting the mast follows through parallel to floor. Next, passing. The most important skill in playing volleyball. If the player can't pass the ball after the serve, then the team can't make point. How to pass the ball? For the ready position, the players need to bend their knees. The four fingers, perpendicular, and the thumb are parallel to each other. The player must straighten their arms to hit the ball, either by arms or wrist. Next, digging. It is defensive maneuver that the players save the team from the attack or spike of the offensive team. It is almost the same with pass. But in dig, the player use different parts of their body, parts such as foot, hands, arms, and sometimes legs, just to save the ball. You can practice passing and digging using these drills. Drill A and Drill B. Next, setting. It is tactical skill that the player receive the ball and direct it to the player who can spike it in the opponent's court. How to set the ball? The player who will receive the ball needs to make sure that their hands fit in the shape of the ball to toss above the head through pushing the ball and extending their arms. You can practice the skill using the skill below. Drill C. Next, spiking. It is an act of slamming the ball in downward motion across the net to the opponent's court. How to spike the ball? Step the ring foot followed by the left foot, then jump and hit the ball. Next, blocking. It is an action taken by the player to stand or jump in the front of the net to stop the opponent's attack. How to block the ball. For the ready position, the player should bend their knees and elbow, and the arms are raised in the front of the face. The blocker must be alert and prepared to run left or right when the setter sets to the spiker. The blocker should jump straight with extended arms and spread fingers to successfully alter the opponent's attack. Learning Task 5. Perform the drill A for 2 minutes without letting the ball fall on the ground. Count how many hits can you make in the given time. In your answer sheet, record and write your experience about it. Again, ask your subject teacher about the learning task. Before we end our lesson, answer this question in the comment box below. What have you learned on this lesson? Great! I hope you learned something on this lesson. Okay, if you find this video helpful, please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share. Have a good day and God bless to all.